Hello everyone, I am Afshafareen, Maths faculty in Tala Padmavati International School. Today we are going to deal with Class 3, Chapter 7, Time Goes On. Children, what is the object we use to see the time? Exactly, we use clock to see the time. So in this chapter, we are going to learn more about clock, how to read the time, how to set the time, about the calendar and timeline. So let us begin with the functioning of clock. So children, how many hands do we have? We have 2 hands, right? And each hand has its own functioning. Like for example, my right hand. My right hand is used to eat, write, right? To hold each and everything. So it has its own functioning. In the same way, clock also has some hands which has its own functioning. Like each and every hand has different functioning. First of all, let us see how many hands does a clock has. Can you guess the answer? Yes, there are 3 hands. Okay, the one is short hand, the other is long hand, and the other is seconds hand, or you can call it as middle hand. So children, here short hand represent hours. Short hand represents hours, whereas long hand represents minutes, and middle hand represents seconds. Is it clear, children? Now the thing is, what is mean by minute, what is mean by seconds, and what is mean by an hour. So children, I already told you, each hand has its special functioning, as well as these hands are dependent on each other. And the special hand in the clock is the short hand. Okay, now children, if you're seeing, the 3 hands are at 12 o'clock. Which hand always keeps on moving in the clock? Which hand is that which continuously moves in the clock? Yeah, it's the seconds hand which continuously moves in the clock. Like it keeps always moving. It keeps always moving, seconds hand. So children, when seconds hand from 12 to 12, when it makes it complete rotation, then it is said to be completing 1 minute. So that's the reason it is said that 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Why 60 seconds? Because children, you can see the small lines in the clock. You can see the small lines in the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These small lines total in the clock, they are 60. The face of the clock is called as dial, and the dial consists of 60 lines in it. So 1 minute consists of 60 seconds. Now, okay, seconds hand is moving, then long hand will be moving. It will come from 12 to one small line. Okay children, after that second hands keep on moving. Its job is to move. Okay children, its job itself is to keep on moving, keep on doing rotations. Now, because of the rotations of the second hand, this minute hand moved to 1 children. Now, each time always we have to see the short hand. Short hand where it is 12. So is it 12-5 children? Is it? Or is it 12-1? Yes children, it is 12-5. Why? Because there are small 5 lines in between 12 to 1. So it is not 12-1, it is 12-5. And all the distances between the numbers are 5-5. Okay, so this is not 1, 5, 10, 5 table, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. From here to here, small 30 lines are there. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So 60 minutes. 60 minutes. So 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. Now children, when we know it's 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. So now after the complete rotation of minute hand, then its shorthand moves from 12 to 1. After one complete rotation of minutes hand, shorthand will move. Shall we once again revise? Minute hand when it will move. When second hands take complete rotation, minute hand will move. When minute hand will take complete rotation, shorthand will move. And shorthand will take complete rotation, which means complete 1 day. That means 1 day has completed. From night midnight 12 o'clock to morning 12 o'clock, a day. And 12 midnight afternoon 12 o'clock to again night 12 o'clock makes a day. So 1 day is equals to 24 hours. A day is made of 24 hours. Now children, we know that it has 60 lines, right? What is half of 60? What is half of 60? 30. What is half of 30? 15. So 6. If the hand is near 6, it is said to be half, and if the hand is near 3, it is said to be quarter. If the hand is near 6, it is said to be half, and if the hand is near 3, it is said to be quarter. Now let us see how to read the time. Now children, as usual, my shorthand is on 12. Okay, forget about seconds hand, it will be keep on moving. Okay, now it's on 12 children. Now it is on 1. So what is the time? 12:05. And you can also tell in the past form, that is 5 minutes past 12. Next, 12:10. 12:10 means children 10 minutes past 12. Now it is 12:15. Now when the time goes on, no children, this shorthand moves little bit, slightly. Okay, but if even though it is in between or almost on 1, it doesn't mean it is 1. We have to always consider the previous number only. If it is between 12 and 1, we have to consider the previous number, which is 12. Okay, now 12:15 or else quarter past 12. 12:20. 12:20, 20 minutes past 12. 12:25, 25 minutes past 12. Now children, when it comes to 30, the shorthand will be almost between 12 and 1. Even though it is between 12 and 1, the time is 12 only. We have to consider previous number only. So 12:30 or half past 12. Now 35 minutes past 12, 40 minutes past 12. Now when it is 45 minutes, it looks almost on 1, Nana. It looks almost on 1 children. But it is not 1 o'clock. It is still 12 o'clock only. 12:45 or you see 15 minutes are left. So you can say quarter to 1. Now 12:50 or else 10 minutes to 1. 12:55, 5 minutes to 1. Now when the long hand comes back to 12 o'clock, that means it is exactly. Now it is 1 o'clock. Am I clear children? 1 day is equals to 24 hours. 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. 1 quarter is equals to 15 minutes. half is equals to 30 minutes. Now let us do some workbook exercises. The long hand of the clock is dash hand. Long hand of the clock shows minutes. And while the short hand shows hours. In dash day, the hour hands goes the time round the clock. So children, a day consists of 24 hours. So one rotation consists of 12 hours. So 12 hours is nothing but half a day. The minute hand takes dash minutes to complete one rotation. How many minutes does a minute hand take to complete one rotation? It takes 60 minutes. Right children? Now, in one day the minute hand goes dash time round the clock. In one day, how many times does the minute hand goes? In complete day, one day has 24 hours. So it goes 24 times round the clock. At dash time, both the hands will be at 12. At what time both the hands will be at 12, children? Yes. At 12 o'clock. Now, one day has dash hours. One day has how many hours? One day has 24 hours. 1 hour has how many minutes? 1 hour has 60 minutes. 1 minute has how many seconds? 60 seconds. The minute hand moves from one to another number, next number, from here to here. How many minutes it takes to move the minute hand, children? It takes 5 minutes. The hour hand moves from one number to the another number in dash minutes. Hour hand from this to this moves. When it completely, minute hands takes complete rotation, no? So it takes 60 minutes. Work and time. So children, seconds, minutes, hours, days, months and years. Here are some of the tasks given, or else you can call it as some of the activities given. Now you need to estimate the answer, that how much time is going to do this work. Like to brush your teeth. How much time? Will you take seconds? Will you take minutes? Will you take hours? Will you take days? Will you take months, or will you take years to brush the teeth? Simple. Minutes. To drink a glass of water. To drink a glass of water. It might be in seconds. To switch off the light. Very less time. Seconds. To tie your shoelace. And many more. For an apple tree to grow. To watch the movie. So read out this activities and guess the answer. Now children, 1 hour before 10:30. Now it's 10:30. Before 1 hour it is 9:30. Next, 20 minutes before 3 o'clock. 20 minutes before 3 o'clock it will be, before 3 o'clock it will be 2 o'clock and 2:40. Okay, you need to calculate and write the answers. Remaining you people do. The next one, time and clock. Look at the following clock and write the correct time shown in each. Now, shorthand is on 8 children, long hand is on 12. So, what will be the time? It is, what it is? 8 o'clock. Now, shorthand is between 7 and 8. So, if it is between 7 and 8, what should I consider? 7 only. 7, it is on 2. 2 means 10. So, it is 7:10. Now, shorthand is almost on 7 but not on 7. It is between 6 and 7. So, again what I have to consider the previous number, 6. And the long hand is on 9. So, 5 nines are 45. So, 6:45 is the time. Remaining 3, you do it by yourself. Next children, 4 o'clock. To draw 4 o'clock, we should draw the shorthand first. Shorthand on 4 and long hand on 12. That makes 4 o'clock. 6:20. So 6:20 means shorthand should be between 6 and 7 and long hand on 4 because 4 5s are 20. Next 3:15. Shorthand on 3 as well as long hand on 3. That makes 3:15. The remaining 3 you try to do it. Daily routine. Following the daily routine by you in a day, show the time in the clock and fill in the blanks. So this is the activity which you are going to perform and note down the time, children. Now you know how many hands are there in the clock, you know how to see the time or how to read the time, you know. So now you are going to see the time and mark the time here. Okay. Waking up. When you are waking up, where is the minute hand, where is the hour hand, and the time is at what time you are waking up. In the same way, bathing time. Where is the minute hand, where is the hour hand, and what is the time when you are bathing. Going to school. Where is the minute hand, where is the hour hand, and what is the time. In the same way, school leaving time, playing time, study time, TV watching time, dinner time, sleeping time. These all things you need to see and draw it in your workbooks. So hope I am clear. Thank you.